Hey guys, so recently I brought the DTF A3 Procolored Printer and Oven. I'm going to be going through the process on how this all works to make tote bags and in future videos t-shirts. There are pros and cons, and at the end of the process I'll go through them all with you, and yeah, just get going to getting some designs done. So with this printer, I'm not gonna lie, it was very intimidating opening the box because it wasn't all put together. There were so many small pieces, and just the ink itself, what you have to do inside it as well, these tiny little ink cartridges that you've got to be so fragile and careful with. Yeah, it's absolutely mental. So as you can see inside, you're given these syringes and you have to take out these cartridges and like sort of suck the ink through once you filled it up, and you have to put these back carefully. You can't have any ink spills. Yeah, it was so intimidating, but after I did the first two I kind of got the hang of it and I was able to go a little bit quicker. This was probably the easiest part of the whole process, literally just pouring in the ink. And one thing I do love about DTF printing is that you can print in white, which really helps with printing and what designs you can do when it comes to fabric products. When I first turned this on yesterday, there were so many noises, like bangs and creaks, because I don't know if it was supposed to be making those noises or not. And every time I did, I would jump back because I'm so nervous and scared because this is such a big, machine, and I didn't want to break it or ruin it. I double checked the instructions so many times. So I'm just going to turn it on at the back. And then turn it on at the front. Now it's just going to do its thing, warm up. Okay, so this is the Software Pro RIP, or RIP I think they call it, that you'll use to print on this printer. So I'm just going to add my design. You need to make sure that your file is a PNG folder, so it's not printing a white background. And you need to make sure on the file itself, I will have to do that digitally. New job, add, there we go. Sushi tote. Open, and we have it in the measurements of A4. There we go, so I've just turned it on its side so we're not going to waste any more sheet than we need to, and that would also allow another A4 design, which is great because this is A3. So once we've done that, job and print. Just doing it now, unloading. So it's just processing the job, and it should hopefully now start print on the printer. I accidentally shut the laptop lid as I was plugging in the oven to get it ready because the job was almost done, and then I got the paper error. I was like, why is there a paper error? There's nothing wrong with it. I saw my laptop lid was shut and it messed up the job. Oh, and it was so close as well. So, this is what we had. It was so close. Look how good that is. The colours are so vibrant. I love them. Look at the contrast of those colours. Oh, honestly, I'm happy but also really angry with myself because, guys, this takes a long time to print. Like, some jobs take like 8 minutes, and I think like if you do a massive in-depth illustration, one of these, like easily 10-20 minutes. Oh, and look at the back as well. It's so shiny. But it's good to know that it comes out all right. What I'm doing with the first couple of prints, because this isn't the first mess up I've had. I tried yesterday, but I kept getting errors. I hadn't done something properly, and I'm like, I'm wasting so much product. But I'm viewing this as, because I got the ink and the film with the printer, I'm like, let's just use this as a practice run, so when I have to buy refills and replacement paper, I know what I'm doing and not wasting so much. I'm just gonna try again. That's all I can do, just try again. Let's do it. Finally came out, guys. Look how brilliant this is. I love it. So what we're going to do now, we're just going to add the powder on and then we will stick this in the oven. Okay, so this is the powder we're going to use. It's a hot melt adhesive powder for DTF printing, and this is what we will put on our prints. I don't actually have a lot of room to work with this sort of stuff, so I'm trying to do the best I can with what I have. Oh, this is satisfying and tricky. I've seen on other videos people say you'll just kind of see and know when it's done, and I think I see now what they're talking about, because it's all evenly spread, there's no loose ends, which means this is ready to go in the oven. I don't know if you can quite see it on camera. Yeah, there we go. So that's all going to melt, and then once that's melted and cooled down, we will finally heat press something. Look at it! Look how cool it is! I'm like over the moon with this for so many different reasons. I couldn't stop feeling it. It's so smooth. It's so nice. This one's my favourite. It just feels so smooth on it. With the tote bags themselves, I think, because online it'll say just heat press the tote or the t-shirt to get all the creases out. It did it well overall for the tote bag, but I think I'm either just going to get a handheld iron and just quickly go over them before giving them a final go in the heat press and then put the sheet on, the DTF. But yeah, I love this. I'm going to give this to my granny as a thank you, because she's been amazing throughout this whole process, throughout everything to do with the business. So this is for you, my granny. But when earlier I said I've printed it backwards, or I believe it might have been I snagged the end of it, I will not lie guys, that was about 3.5 hours ago. During that time, I have had so many issues with it. It would be saying, it would start to print a few lines and then it would say there's a paper jam even though there wasn't one. The printer gives off at the end these two double lights with the paper and the ink, and that's normally just a general saying there's an issue with the ink or the paper or something overall with the system. I found nothing. This is a lot of the issues I had yesterday, and I did figure out how to get it to start, but then when the printer would finish, rather than allow me to press this button to pull it out or it comes out itself, I would get the double lights again and I'd have to sort of force the paper out carefully without damaging the printer, fingers crossed. So I will have to contact Procolored and ask what is going on here, what am I missing, what have I done wrong, or is there an issue with the printer that I have caused? I don't know, but I have thread this paper through so many times now. Don't think it's something I've done, and I feel it might be the printer itself. But pros, once it's all working, it is a very easy process and it's a lot more reliable when it comes to sublimation, and there's less materials being wasted. The ink consumption I'm not too worried about. I've used a lot of ink in the last 26 hours and it hasn't even made a dent in the cartridges. I've had a look. It's hard to say guys, because like I said, I've had lots of technical issues, but I feel it can be a reliable piece of kit. The oven, oh my goodness, I thought that was going to be like too hot to touch. I thought, you know when you get near like an oven or a microwave, you can feel the heat coming from it. You don't feel it with this, so I'm very happy with the safety precautions they have with this. And the application, I mean, I've been through so many, how I haven't had tech rage, I don't know, but I would say in the end it has been worth it, and because of how well it's been able to produce my designs, makes me want to keep working with this, get these minor technical difficulties sorted. In regards to tote bags, yes, I'm probably going to have to hand iron quite a few of them just to get the majority of the creases out. I've had these since I started the business like 1.5 years ago, so they are going to need sorting out. But when it comes to t-shirts, I do believe the 10-second in the heat press to get the creases out will work more with t-shirts than it will with tote bags because of the different fabrics that are used. Another con, now this is more of a personal one, the other con was it's not Mac compatible. As many of you know, I am an Apple lover. Sorry Dad. So I did have to buy this the HP laptop, but because it's only ever going to be used when it comes to printing these, it was £189. Nothing high tech, it was the minimum specifications required so it can run the software. But I think in regards to the pros and cons, and like my last con was, normally I sell mouse mats. You can't really do that with DTF transfer, so I can't do mouse mats as of right now. But I say when you weigh up the pros and cons, the pros are way up there. So I'm happy to work with Procolored, get in contact and get all these issues sorted, and I'm just excited to make more. I'm ready to now do some t-shirt designs, which I'll probably do in my next video because I am going to the Bath and West Showground in a couple of weeks for the Comic-Con. I'm looking forward to that. I will have some tote bag designs and some t-shirt designs ready there, and hopefully, fingers crossed, the Skulls Ring Volume 3. Oh yes, I've been working on Volume 3 and it's going amazingly well. I've reached a really good point in the story that I loved writing, and I now cannot wait to illustrate it for you guys. But yeah, I hope this video was helpful and useful to you. Please do like and subscribe so you never miss a future video, and I will see you guys to make t-shirts. Bye!